Welcome to the Maps for Kids Showcase. I'm your host, Tierney Tennant. The City of Oklahoma City is more than 10 years into the Maps for Kids plan, which was developed and approved by you, Oklahoma City residents, to improve education in Oklahoma City and the surrounding areas. And on today's show, we take you inside Mark Twain Elementary School in Northwest Oklahoma City. The school is home to the Wildcats and serves students in grades pre-K through 5th. This school has strong community support and dedicated teachers who work together to meet the needs of the more than 300 students who walk the halls. And joining us today is Sandy Phillips, the principal at Mark Twain Elementary School. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Now, you had a hand in the design of the building, so what was your #1 must-have for your newly renovated school?
I believe our #1 have was our media center. Before MAPS, our media center was in a regular classroom, which was very small and did not provide the students adequate access to books. But in our new center, we have an open library concept, so our students are encouraged to go to the library as many times as they need to, and also to participate in research on content they are studying in the classroom.
And I've heard from other principals that reading is the center of education, so
yes.
A lot of principals put a focus on the media center, so you're
Right.
not alone on that one.
Yeah.
And like most Maps for Kids renovations, this project included additional space, which I
Right.
know you're happy about. So how's that new space being used?
Our new space, I couldn't tell you the square footage, but we have a beautiful new wing, and in that wing we have 3 very large classrooms, a resource room, our spacious, beautiful media center with our computer lab.
And if you go to the school, did you move where the entrance is? A lot of our newly renovated schools, they've made changes to the entrance.
Yes.
How are you able to make the changes but still make it friendly and inviting for the folks that are coming in?
Well, our entry is brand new. It's glass and it's beautiful to walk into our school, and you see the new wing immediately. But because of it being so close to the office, we are able to monitor and direct all visitors to the office, which provides a more safer environment for our students.
So increase in security as well, which
Yes.
is great. Shiny new floors is something that I noticed, along with colorful
Yeah.
classrooms and an updated cafeteria. That's what you will see when you go there. What are some other of the cosmetic changes?
Well, lighting was one thing that was very poor in the past, and they put new lighting in the hallways, all the classrooms and bathrooms, and what it has done is invited, you know, like when you walk into our building, it's a more welcoming feel to the building.
And you also got to have a computer lab.
Yes.
Finally, tell us
Yeah.
about that.
Well, our computers in the past were 2 or 3 computers in each classroom.
Wow.
And so our students had little access to technology, but now that we're in the lab, the kids can be in there and whole classes can sharpen their math and reading skills, and then also can do research on, you know, subject areas they're studying in the classroom. We're also teaching them PowerPoint and how to make movies. So it's really exciting.
So you all paid for that new library and computer lab.
Yes.
And the cosmetics of the building are not the only aspect about Mark Twain that Mrs. Phillips can brag about. She has strong community support for her students and staff. We'll discuss who is helping her students in a big way in just a bit. But right now, here's a look at a great community partnership with Metro Tech and Northeast Academy for Health Sciences and Engineering Enterprise School. These are scenes from Girl Tech. This group brings together female students and partners them with a mentor currently working in the science, technology, engineering, or math fields. The mentors and girls meet each month, and they're encouraged to set goals, work hard, and enter the successful fields of technology and engineering. So great job, girls, and we'll be right back.
Nice. Yes, go! Yes! No! Come on! Oops. Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Moms everywhere are finding ways to keep kids active and healthy.
Works every time.
Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov.
Stop. Whether it's on the way to school, at school, or online, bullying has become a non-stop threat to our youth today. Is your child being bullied? The National Runaway Switchboard can help. If you're having a hard time, get online or call to chat now.
Welcome back. On your screen right now are the finalists from Oklahoma City Public School District's Teacher of the Year. This year's group is an array of talented educators in elementary, middle, and high school. The Foundation for Oklahoma City Public Schools will announce the 2013 Teacher of the Year in April, so good luck to all of the candidates, and let me say thank you for all you do. And on today's show, we're putting a spotlight on Mark Twain Elementary School. Built way back in 1937, the school was in need of renovations, and thanks to you, the taxpayers, the school never looked better. Joining us right now in the showcase is Sandy Phillips. She's the principal at Mark Twain. Now, you have a list of great community partners, one of which is Devon Energy. So tell the folks how that partnership began.
Well, several years ago, Jean Hendrickson, a former principal who is now the A+ schools director for Oklahoma, she happened to go to a community dinner one night and happened to sit at the same table with Larry Nichols of Devon Energy. And by the end of the night, they had formed a partnership between Devon and Mark Twain. And it started off as several students having tutors, but now we have over 250 tutors that come into our building each week to work with our students. And also much more do we have from Devon Energy's partnership.
And I know, as you said, they tutor your kids, but give us some examples of some other ways that they help your school.
Well, I think one of the most important partnerships that we have with Devon is through Smart Start. We have a parent resource room, and in there we are able to have a parent liaison who works with our parents in communicating. Because of the 70% Hispanic population, she communicates their needs to our community board, and our community board is able to go out and get resources to provide for our families. And at the present time, we provide parent classes and also classes to help parents prepare children for school when they're 4 years old. One of the greatest things about that partnership is that a lot of our babies come to us when they're infants, and by the time they're 4 years old, the transition into the 4-year-old program is easy because they're familiar with the school, they know the staff, and they've already developed relationships with other children their age. So it's really been a phenomenal experience for our school and our students.
And I hope the people at home, and you can help explain this more, how important a community partner is for a school and how beneficial it is for the students and the staff.
Well, I think one of the things that we see as it being an important relationship is that they help us to build a huge foundation in our school. We are able to, we have stronger relationships with our parents. They provide us with opportunities of growth. They provide resources for our kids, such as uniforms, and also lots of opportunities for family involvement. So it's a great partnership, and I don't know what we would do without them.
And Devon, as you said, is a great partnership, but you've got some others. You've got strong community support. So what are some of the other partnerships that you have that support the school?
Well, two that I can name right offhand that are very active at Mark Twain is Eagle Heights Baptist Church and Tri-Church. And as a partnership, they bring Whiz Kids to our school.
Great.
So that's another tutoring program that was founded by Maisie Bross, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
And they also meet the needs of a lot of our neighborhoods. For example, we had a family that just recently lost their father, and Eagle Heights stepped in and did a home makeover for that family, that mother and her 2 children. Tri-Church meets a lot of the needs in the family. We had a grandfather that didn't have access to their front door, so they went and built a ramp for them. Wow. So they're meeting a lot of physical needs in our community, which is very beneficial. And they work really hard each year to provide several of our families Christmas. So we're very grateful for that partnership also.
I'm grateful for that partnership as well. And thank you so much for being on the showcase today, Mrs. Phillips. We really appreciate you. We commend you for everything that you've done for Oklahoma City Public Schools and also for fostering those partnerships with those great community partners. We really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Up next, we'll visit with one of the great teachers from Mark Twain Elementary on how the improvements to the school are affecting academics in a positive way. We'll be right back.
Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child. So let's join hands, book people unite. Unearth hidden passion. Come on.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
Did you know 1/3 of an average landfill is made up of packaging material? Why be part of the problem? Recycling is as easy as rinsing and throwing. No need to sort. Set out the little blue bin on your regular trash day. Now it even pays to recycle. Each week, one lucky Oklahoma City resident will win $100 just for setting out their little blue bin full of the proper recyclable materials. Be part of the solution. Start recycling today.
Welcome back to the Maps for Kids Showcase. On today's show, we're taking you inside Mark Twain Elementary School, and joining us now is Shelly Michael. She is a National Board Certified teacher at Mark Twain. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And I know you teach 3rd grade at the school.
Yes.
So tell us, what is the typical Mark Twain Elementary student?
Well, Mark Twain has a diverse population of students with diverse needs. For example, 70% of our students are classified English language learners, and they need a lot of background knowledge and vocabulary when they come into the school.
So that's a challenge, but something that you guys are overcoming each and every day.
Yes.
If Oklahoma City residents visited Mark Twain Elementary School, what are some of the instruction they would see in the classroom?
Well, if you walked into Mark Twain, you would see teachers who are very dedicated to student learning. And you would see highly motivated learners who are engaged in data-driven instruction. The teachers teach through integrated arts. We do through A+. And we also, our learning focus is on the Great Expectations learning model through of the 8 expectations of learning. And so the students there really have a good focus of what's expected of them.
And I know they probably have a lot of fun with you guys in class too.
Oh, they do. Have a blast. We have a lot of fun.
And how long have you been teaching at Mark Twain?
I've been teaching there for about 8 years.
So tell me, what is the biggest change you've seen in the last 8 years at Mark Twain?
I'd say probably the biggest change would be our partnership with Devin. It's really grown over the years. The way that Devin has involved the community, the parents feel like they can come into the school and they're more involved in our school. They're very influential in the parents' engagement at Mark Twain. And the students' achievement has also increased due to the Devin volunteers that tutor our students weekly.
And I've been told that when you're in a newly renovated building, it's, you know, you have the fresh smell of paint. How does it affect the students and the staff and improve academics for what's going on in the school?
Well, our school was definitely in need of renovations, and so the students are more eager to come into the classroom. With the brightness and the newness, they're excited to come to school. The addition of the computer lab really enhances their computer skills along with their other learning skills that they're learning on the computer. And our library is got a very open space. It's very inviting, and the kids want to go to the library. They're always begging, can I go get a book, and want to read more books.
And they've got to be proud of their school.
They are very proud of it. They seem to take care of it and have a lot of pride in the school.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Shelly, for stopping by the showcase, and thank you again for all you do for the students and the staff at Mark Twain. We really appreciate you.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you for joining us on the Maps for Kids Showcase. This show will air monthly on City Channel 20 and highlight programs, improvements, and partnerships that affect our city schools. For more information on Maps for Kids, just visit www.okc.gov. And for more information on Oklahoma City Public Schools, visit www.okcps.org. And as we leave you, here's a look at the candidates running for Oklahoma City Public School Board of Education vacant seats. The election will be held on February 12, 2013. I'm your host, Tierney Tennant. Thank you so much for joining us.